Hi, today I thought we were going to talk a bit about Geogebra. It's a lovely tool to use when you do different things in mathematics, and especially when you want to do some geometrical constructions. It's quite a big help actually. So I found this page on wikigeogebra.org. You could look for this article. The people who will read my book about Euclidean geometry will get this link in the book, but if you see this movie otherwise, just search for this heading and you'll find this. This is really handy because you have some really good things to do, and when you've gone through this, you'll have a pretty good idea about how to use GeoGebra when you want to do geometry. So I was just thinking, let's do a few of these together and then you'll go on by yourself. So the basic idea, you have like kind of a table of contents here, and you can jump to different sections. And so for instance, the first one, it's really easy, square constructions. And it's quite pedagogical because it goes through what tools will I use, and it's really good because you learn to use these. As you might already have realized, I'm not really English because I'm using Swedish menus. That's because I'm teaching in a Swedish school, and I want my students to be able to be kind of familiar with this. But I mean, the fact is that most of the guide here is in English, but the menus are in Swedish, and I think that you will be able to get the hang of it all the same. You might even learn some Swedish. Anyway, so it's really good because here's it. Okay, preparation, what to do. Open new GeoGebra window. Well, that I have done. I've just downloaded GeoGebra. It's for free. You can find it at Mac App Store. And then I've opened a new window. And normally when I open a new window, I get this. And I mean, of course, if you're doing like calculus or algebra, this is great. But if I'm doing geometry, just like they say, switch to geometry view. And if you just click outside here, you can get perspective, and it says geometry, and I go for that. And I get the clean window, which is lovely. Okay, put that away. And then change the labeling setting to new points only. So I change some settings, and in Swedish that is inställningar, and then it's about name or labeling, and only new points, it says. So only new points. That is basically not really necessary. You could just change those things afterwards, but okay, anyway. So this is the basic idea. We're going to do a square in a certain way. So it says draw a line segment AB between points A and B. So just let's activate the point here. When you do that, you get these options, and you can choose color, kind of point. Well, you see, you can choose color and what kind of point you want, and the size of it actually. And if you just want just a point, I mean no name or a name, so let's keep the name. So if I just go down here and I put in 2 points like this, yeah, I have my 2 points, and then draw a segment between them, and here we have lines. If I open that one, I can see I have quite a few to pick from, but I'm going to go for that one. Let's connect these two like that. And here you can also pick what color, what kind of line you want, and if you want some kind of name on it, but we don't. So then it says construct a perpendicular line to line B to segment AB through point B, so over here. Okay, so we're going to construct a perpendicular. So for instance, here we have the perpendicular tool. So just choose that one, and then, because we don't want to actually make this line a real line, just a dotted line, so I'll change this one to that kind of style, and then I'll just pick the line and the point. It's important to start with the line because you have to tell the program what line it's going to be perpendicular to, and then the point, like that. And if you just use escape, you always return through arrow, which is a good thing to always do. So I push escape, because otherwise you might just add a few lines without actually meaning to. The next step is to construct circle C with center B through point A. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm picking the circle. You have quite a lot to pick from here, but anyway, I'll just pick the normal one. The center should be B, and it's going to go through A. So there we have it. Oh, I forgot. I also want that one to be dotted, so let's just change that like that. Then intersect circle C with perpendicular line B to get intersection point C. So you could actually tell the program to construct the intersection, and you'll find that over here under points. This is intersection between two objects. So I'll just mark that one, and we'll get both that point and that point. We'll only be using that one. Like you see, right now I'm getting the wrong label because compared to this, but that doesn't really matter. Construct a perpendicular line D to segment AB through point A. So back to that and push that one and mark. Okay, so that's the one. And let's do another circle, basically the same way. Yeah, so that's it. And then intersect those two. Okay, intersect that one and that one. Now create polygon ABCD. So, okay, polygon, you have that tool over here, like that. Let's just pick that one. And always when you do this, is that you have to remember, when you come to this state, you should close it. Push the fourth corner, like that. So, and escape once more to get out of it. And then, well, this is it basically. You've done your square. Yay! Great. If you want to test to just move things around, you can do that by moving one of the first points. You should note that if you try to move the other points, you won't be able to do that. But the first 2 points that you started with, the base of the construction, they are movable. So that's kind of good. Okay, that's the construction of a square.